All right, coming back to you. It's the next day, same project. I'm just gonna run through some stuff quick. Gotta mix up some fuel, give her a little sharpie on the chain, and we'll be back in business cutting this last cottonwood tree down. And it's, I don't know, we'll show you, 10, 12, 14 inches wide maybe at the base, probably a good 60 feet tall. So something like that. But yeah, here we go. Clean it off. We'll mix this up here, and just we got a little left. I like to get all of it out if I can. Kind of like mixing on top of mixed gas, if that makes sense. I try to do 100% empty and then refill, remix, shake, 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 all the above. So, little tool, if you don't have one, right here, paintbrush. Always brush off my stuff if I can. Wipe, no problem. Get rid of that. Take the tool and give her a little pop. And a little pop. Some bar oil. Don't ever forget the bar oil. That's more important than fuel. If you can run out of fuel before bar oil, that's probably better than not. If you know what I say. See how much I can spill here. So yeah, top her off every single morning before you go to cut. I never fill up my machines before I store them, because 9 out of 10 times these things leak out, and that's just, you know, counterproductive. Then you're refilling and you're cleaning up a mess. So I'll always fuel up and oil up, I guess, fill up, whatever, right before I go to cut. I'm gonna get this bad boy out of the way. We'll open up this dog. Still using my 543. Again, I'll edit this video. I'll put this part in the front of it. But shake, shake, shake. Oh wow, there's like nothing left. We'll see here. Oh, not even. Oh. All right, well, that's all she wrote, folks. All right, that's all she wrote. Okay, well, that'll be enough to get going. I got this little, I don't know, what is this thing? Just Right safety can, little spout. These things are expensive, but they're nice. This is a 2 gallon. I always try to mix up at least 2 gallons. I used to do 1 gallon, but it's just not enough. So we'll grab our handy dandy. I got a mixing measure deal, and I run Amsoil Sabre. Sabre, fuel can, mixer deal. What is this thing? Is there a brand on this bad boy? I don't know. This thing's always seemed to work. I run about a 32, maybe a 40-to-1 mix. Dad always told me, run heavier oil. Smokes. This thing doesn't really smoke, but I always run a heavier oil. That 50-to-1, I don't think that's enough. Never thought it was enough. I don't know why people run it. I know most small engines or chainsaws and stuff probably call for it these days, but I've had machines for, I have a 1979 Homelight 750, and I've always run the 32 to 40-to-1 mix in it, and I've had it for, I don't know, 8 years now. Still goes, still runs. I've had some stills that are every bit of 10, 15 years old now, still run, because I don't run a 50-to-1. If you don't have one of these transfer pumps, I would suggest getting one. That's my take on it. I think they work great. They're a little kind of goofy to manhandle, I guess, but it makes life so much easier. It's just so much easier. They're like 50, 60 bucks. I get it on Amazon. This is a D-Way, D-E-W-A-Y. A D-Way takes, I think, 4 AA batteries. It's just a little fuel transfer pump. It's not high volume or nothing, but it just makes things easier, especially for mixing fuel in a little can. It's like night and day difference. Too big. Ooh. Just wedge something in there. It's a spring-loaded safety cap or cover. Excuse me. Whoa. All right, 2 gallons. 2 gallons, and we're going to 40, 32 to 1, 36 to 1. 36 to 1. It's not an exact science all the time. But AMSOIL Sabre. Money. Here, come with me. Come with me, learn. Learn it, kids. 32 to 1, 2 gallon. 36 to 1, whatever. We'll go 36. There's always a little residue that chills out on the sidewalls, so we'll go a little above it. No problem. Just like that. Simple, sweet. Just like that. Some people get a little tweaked out about mixing fuel. It's not complicated. Buy yourself one of these things, or a little. I used to do the syringe deals. I think I still have them somewhere. The syringe deals aren't bad, but it's kind of weird to get in there and and then go. I don't know. I've always found this thing the easiest. Dump it in. Again, I'm mixing 2 gallons. Always run premium fuel. Don't listen to anybody in the world that says otherwise. Premium. If you can get anything above like 92, 93, if you can get above that, even better. Some places, I think up north some of them have like 105 or something octane, which is good. It's more like, I guess you could say it's more of a recreational racing type fuel for 4-wheelers, stuff like that, sleds. But around here, about 93, 92, 93, maybe 94 octane, you can get at places. No ethanol. That's the key to longevity. Pull the thing off, stick her in the hole, hit the button, you set it, and you forget it, okay? It's no sweat. Just like that. This guy, we will grab him and we will tip it upside down and let her drain out. Just like that, folks. And what I like about this little pump too is there's a wire going down here. It's a safety shutoff, just like at a gas station. It will shut off once it senses the fuel, which is exactly about how tall I want this, or how much I want it filled. Right there. She. AMSOIL Sabre. It's the money. It's the money, honey. Okay. Oh, just like that. Properly filled. The only thing with this, though, I will say, is you just gotta hold her up and let the fuel drain back into the can. Otherwise, you'll spill everywhere. Kind of. It does have a shutoff on the tip, but I always let it drain back a little bit. Wrap it up a few. Just like that, folks. Just like that. All done. And now, the process of shaky. Always top this mofo off. Top this bad boy off. And that's why I like this little 2-gallon can with the smaller spout, because it's perfect for this stuff. I used to run a can just like my 1-gallon oil can. That's also steel or metal can, whatever. Whoa, easy. Excuse me. Getting a little excited. Okay, this one's done.
Body of clay, shape me how you will. You want me to stay, but I'm built to kill. The sound of your voice, it gives me a shrill. Soul made of soil, slipping like sand. You used to have me in the palm of your hand.
buddy.
You like to play, you're here for the thrill. I'll never forget the lay of your leg. I know how you move, like the back of my head. Alone in the hall, that look in your eyes, burning with hope for my demise. Top of your lungs. In the middle. Hyper Simpson. My friend's grandma and Annabelle. Go in. How would you explain this? The keys to the tractor. The tractor claims the sticks, and the bobcat just did everything. When you hear Mara and Annabelle, we are the judge for cake making. Dun dun dun. Mike! Oh, there's one!
All right, well, that's the sum of it. Couple cruddy cotton trees. 2, 4. I think she wants this whole cluster taken out because that's our kitchen window through the bushes there. And that's the pond we don't get to see. Sweeties. So yeah, running my Husky 543 XP. Awesome little ripper. I think I got a 16-inch bar on there. What is that thing? Yeah, 16. And it shreds. I love it. But yeah, that's it. All right, back down yonder. Yeah, this last one, I think we're going to keep this one. I might take that one. That's probably about 10, 12 inches. That's definitely about 12 to 14. That'll be the last one, or second to last. I got some cleanup to do, and then we'll get cracking. I don't have a machine here right now. That's why I'm cutting everything up into, I don't know, 6-foot lengths. Easy to manhandle. Just stack it all up, you know, just kind of pile it up. Oh, this one's just going to lay where it lays pretty much. I'm not going to pull it over. I'll wedge it a little bit. Probably use the hinge a little bit to give it a little twist, but we got a birdhouse out here we don't want smashed to crap. So let's go check it out and let's go do it. It's very simple, easy tree cut, chop. So this thing's leaning quite bad. Very bad. I don't know. I'm straight, so look at this thing go. But it's actually leaning like the way I want it cut, which is good because we don't want to smash that thing. So literally, I'm going to put a little bit of a twist on it. Once it starts to fall, it'll twist a little bit because I don't want it all in the bushes over here. But should be pretty self-explanatory here. So let's get to it here. So it twisted a little more than I wanted it to. I'm no expert feller, that's for sure. Feller, cutter, woodsman. But it did exactly what I wanted to. That thing was leaning straight that way. What you do, like most of the guys, see this hinge? See it's holding? See how much it's holding here? So when you're putting your wedge in, you start your back cut. If you want it to twist a certain way, you'll cut more on the opposite side you want it to twist. So the hinge side stays put and the other side is cut, so that holding wood will help it twist a little bit. And again, it's a little closer than I wanted it to, but we're maybe, 3-4 feet off at the end, which is not a whole lot. Pretty much where I wanted it to, but yeah, if you're ever unsure of a leaner, put a rope on it. People will argue with you all day. You better be safe than sorry. Like if I wanted this tree over here, I would have probably had to have somebody here and literally pull this thing over. You're leaning from the base to where it was leaning at the crown or the canopy, probably 10 more feet or so, probably more. It's a long, long way, and I don't have the skill. Maybe some guys can get it to twist and fall that far backwards, I would say, from the lean, but this is exactly what I wanted. I may have cut a little too much, but still, you see all that holding wood, that's what helped it twist and land here instead of exactly where the lean was.
I know how you move, like the back of my head.
All right, well, that pretty much sums it up. You can get trees that lean and steer and twist the way you want it to at times. This is the same with the second tree I cut down, same thing. It was leaning off, it was leaning clear that way. I had enough holding wood, or I left enough holding wood for it to twist and land pretty much where I wanted it. Again, same thing, I'll show you. See, I pretty much cut the hinge off there. I mean, whoops. I went pretty deep on my wedge because it was leaning, and I wanted to make sure it started to fall and start falling the way I wanted it to. But you see all this holding wood? So I was able to twist and fall this way instead of clear that way. So I got it to twist and fall. That's easily 20 feet.